Japan has had a large magnitude 6.8 earthquake. Tsunami alert has been issued and evacuations have been ordered from the west part of the island, as you can see here. A large magnitude 6.8 earthquake struck off the northwestern coast of Japan. Kyodo News reports that authorities have issued a tsunami alert. Tsunami advisory: a marine threat is present. Get out of the water and leave coastal regions immediately due to the risk of ongoing strong currents. Do not enter the sea or approach coastal regions until the advisory is lifted. That is what the alert was about. The tsunami height is estimated to be anywhere from 1 to 3 meters. That's from 3 to 9 or 10 feet in height. Tsunami height is estimated to exceed 3 meters, over 9 to 10 feet in height. That's the red area of the, if it's a red area. The yellow area tsunami height is estimated to be anywhere from 0.2 to 1 meter. That's a 3-foot height. So they expected it to be a 3-foot height tsunami. Additional NHK reports that there are no concerns over the nuclear reactors in Kashiwazaki. So they have nuclear reactors on that side of the island as well. This was off the coast of Honshu, 31 kilometers west-southwest of Tsuruoka in Japan. And we know that it's, of course, the seismotectonics of Japan vicinity, the North American plate, the Pacific plate, the Philippine Sea Plate, and the Eurasian Plate all influence the tectonic setting of Japan, Taiwan, and the surrounding area. It's on the Ring of Fire, as we know. Some authors divide the edges of these plates into several microplates that together take up the overall relative motions between the larger tectonic blocks, including the Okhotsk microplate in northern Japan, the Okinawa microplate, southern Japan, and the Yangtze microplate in the area of the East China Sea, and the Amur microplate in the area of the Sea of Japan. So you can understand what kind of clashes are going on there. The seafloor expression of the boundary between the Pacific and North American plate lies 300 kilometers off the east coast of Hokkaido and Honshu, and the Kyril, Kamchatka, and Japan trenches. The subduction of the Pacific plate beneath the North American plate at rates of a whopping 83 to 90 millimeters every year generates abundant seismicity, predominantly at the result of interplate slip along the interface between the plates. The 1958 magnitude 8.4 Etorofu, the 1963 magnitude 8.6 Kyril earthquakes, 2003 8.3 magnitude Tokachi Oki, and the 2011 magnitude 9.0 the Tohoku earthquake all exemplify such megathrust seismicity. In 1933, magnitude 8.4 Sankiru Oki earthquake and the 1994 magnitude 8.3 Shikotan earthquake are examples of interplate seismicity caused by deformation within the lithosphere of the subduction Pacific plate and the overriding North American plate, the Shikotan, respectively. At the southern terminus of the Japan Trench, the intersection of Pacific, North American, Philippine sea plates from the Boso Triple Junction, the only example of a trench intersection in the whole world. South of the Triple Junction, the Pacific plate subducts beneath the Philippine sea plate at the Izu Ogasawara Trench at rates of 45 to 56 millimeters per year. This margin is noteworthy because of the steep dip of the subduction Pacific plate. It's at 70 degrees or greater below depths of 50 kilometers depth, and because of its heterogeneous seismicity, few earthquakes above magnitude 7 occur at shallow depths, yet many occur below 400 kilometers in depth. The lack of large shallow megathrust earthquakes may be a result of weak coupling in the plate interface, or simply a reflection of an incomplete earthquake catalog with respect to the length of typical seismic cycles. The northernmost section of the Philippine Sea plate shares a 350-kilometer boundary with the North American plate that runs approximately east-west from the Boso Triple Junction towards the Isu Peninsula. This short boundary is dominated by the subduction of the Philippine Sea Plate beneath the Japan along the Shagami Trough, but also includes small sections of transform motion. This is what is explained in earthquakesusgs.gov concerning this zone. So it's the only zone of a trench intersection in the whole world. While there are no instances of an earthquake magnitude less than 8 in the modern world record, Taiwan and its surrounding region have experienced 8 magnitude 7.5 events between 1900 and 2014. The dominance of shallow magnitude 8 earthquakes suggests fairly weak plate boundary coupling, most earthquakes caused by internal plate deformation. A major tectonic feature of the island is the longitudinal valley fault, which ruptures frequently in small shallow earthquakes. In 1951, the longitudinal valley fault hosted 12 magnitude 6 events known as the Hualien Taitung earthquake sequence. Large earthquakes in the vicinity of Japan and Taiwan have been both destructive and deadly. The region's high population density makes shallow earthquakes especially dangerous. Since 1900, there have been 13 earthquakes, 9 in Japan, 4 in Taiwan, that have each caused over 1,000 fatalities, leading to a total of nearly 200,000 earthquake-related deaths. In January 1995, an earthquake that ruptured a southern branch of the Japan median tectonic line near the city of Kobe, which has a population of 1.5 million, killed over 5,000 people. The 1923 Kanto earthquake shook both Yokohama, population 500,000 at the time, and Tokyo, population 1.2 million. The earthquake also started fires that burned down 90% of the buildings in Yokohama and 40% of the buildings in Tokyo. Most recently, the magnitude 9 Tohoku earthquake, which ruptured a 400-kilometer stretch of the subduction zone plate boundary east of Honshu, and the tsunami it generated caused over 20,000 fatalities. That, of course, had to do with the Fukushima disaster as well. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.